Hello, good evening, dear students. You are staying near or far? I am Jumrul Pasha. Today I am starting the discussion regarding the international trade. International trade is now very important in top urgent business course, business paper. Now, so many universities, they started international trade as a different, separate undergraduation and post-graduation course program. So this is international trade, and so many things here concerned and connected to international trade. Thousands of parameters are related here. So it's not a mere and normal issue, simply just I am doing business. It's not so. Initially, we like to discuss what is international trade actually. Here Mr. Hansen says, an exchange of various specialized commodities and services rendered among the corresponding countries is known as international trade. Here he indicates some specialized items, goods or services from one country to another when transacted, and that is treated as international trade. Kindleberger says the international trade is a transaction of goods and services between two or more sovereign countries. M.C. Vyas says the foreign trade may be defined as the exchange of goods and services among the citizens of independent sovereign states or countries. The same way, Memani says the international trade is the trade among the different countries or the trade across the political frontiers. So it's very much concerned and connected to trade which is crossing the boundaries of a certain country. So maybe the country is giant in nature. Say a product is transacted from Visakhapatnam to Assam. It's not international trade because the country is the same. It's not independent, something different of the country. But when just we are all from Assam, from Tripura to Kumilla, if some goods or services is transferred, transacted from Tripura to Kumilla, then it's just mere border a few miles. So that would be treated as international trade. So Moscow to Vladivostok, no. Guangzhou to Beijing, same country, so it's not international trade. But just mere crossing the boundary from one country to another, one sovereign country to another, that will be treated as the international trade. Anyway, what are the regions? The important regions, necessity of international trade, and some phases, some regions are here. There is two number one line to mention that the facility to consume the deficit of the unproduced goods. Yes, this is facility to consume deficit. Some commodities, some items are the deficit when in a certain country, then they need to import it from the another country. Produce it at maximum or surplus. Okay, Bangladesh exports the garments items to the foreign countries because it's more than surplus here in Bangladesh. At the same time, our tendency is to export these from one country to another. Okay, Bangladesh, we are exporting here. Some in recent we are exporting the huge quantity pharmaceutical, medicines. These medicines we are exporting to the almost more than 80 countries of the world. Our medicine has achieved the quality branding. At the same time, some other things, say for the leather product, our furniture fixtures also we are exporting. We are doing, our export volume has been extending and increasing very fast and rapidly. And we expect by 2030, Bangladesh will be quite able to export more than $200 billion. Anyway, opportunity export surplus product, the same thing we discussed it earlier. When our product has certain goods or services surplus here, then we can export that thing, that item or goods to the foreign country who needs it more. Then advantage of consuming goods at a lower price. Yeah, sometimes some countries manufacture, just say for the China can manufacture goods and services at a lower rate, lower cost. What Americans can't manufacture this way, and these, because the labor cost and the other expenditures in USA is far higher than China. China can easily export. China can easily manufacture goods and services at the lowest price, so they can export. Their sales price is lower than any country of the world, and this is their plus point. At the same time, as a result, the ultimate consumers can consume this product or purchase that product at a lower rate. Then the expansion of market and economic development. Yes, export volume of export indicates the development of a certain country. Say for the Vietnam, in the year 1972, 73 to 72, 3, 4, 5, 6, even up to 80, the Vietnam was a very poor country. It was over loan based. The country had a very huge amount of loan. The same thing had happened in South Korea. South Korea had the huge amount of loan. But these countries crossed the limit, the bound. They are manufacturing a high quality world-mark product, and they are exporting. Their sales volume has been increasing to a great extent, and they're just jumping one step to another. Then and the very fastest and quickest. Now Vietnam, the country, the Vietnam is now very much glorified with this export volume. Now Vietnam is exporting more than $300 billion. What a giant country, India can't even export this $300 billion. South Korea, they are exporting more than $700 billion. Amazing. Bangladesh is fighting in that same line. All the Asian bloc countries, they are exporting, their export volume is turning in the bigger point, very fastest and quickest. The Philippines also, they are changing, they are developing. The Cambodia also increasing their export volume. So this indicates all the overall development of a certain country. When export volume is higher, then it indicates that science advancement of technology, use of technology is far better than the lower countries. At the same time, their internal roads, communication, transportation, all systems are developed. Their law and order is very much matured and fine. Their system of management, their banking system, their operations is okay, fine. No problem. Their skilled work necessity and their development of highly skilled, semi-skilled workforce available in the market. At the same time, they have a very taste of branding. They are very much inclined and interested enough to maintain the proven record of branding of their manufactured goods and services. That's their quality. So, in all respects, this is the indication of a certain country's high quality product manufacturing and the capacity, maximum level market share of a certain country. So like this, Taiwan is a country, as an island country. What a great job Taiwan is doing. Then what a great job Taiwan is doing. No. Taiwan is doing. This is the situation that's now prevailing here. And then expansion of market and okay, then ensuring the optimum use of resources. Yeah, resources are available. Some countries are not that much able to use their resources maximum level. Except for we can mention about the Myanmar. Myanmar is a country about 500 times bigger than Bangladesh. So, but their per capita income is very low level. Even the total their GDP is not more than the total earning of Chittagong port of Bangladesh. $90 billion. $90 billion, whereas about Bangladesh, $400 billion. So this is a great gap between Myanmar and Bangladesh. Bangladesh is utilizing its resources in the highest and maximum level, where Myanmar is just failed. There, so there is optimum. There's some African countries are there also. Some African countries are there also. They can't rightly use their resources. Right, they can use their resources.
Start.
And the creating employment opportunity. Employment generation is the most very important thing. Worldwide, people's trafficking is main reason of employment generation. So many countries are there, they can't get or generate employment for their unemployed peoples. Say for in our country, Bangladesh, about several crore young forces are there remaining unemployed. During this corona period, not only in Bangladesh, same problem has been prevailing in India, Pakistan, in the Southeast Asian countries, and also worldwide. So many mills, factories, and trade centers have been collapsed. As a result, several crores unemployment situation has been occurred. So this is the very tragic part. In that point of view, industrialization is the highly necessity. In industrialization and development of agriculture, development of international trade, development of product marketing, and the right branding of product, goods and services for the international market is highly necessary. In Bangladesh initially suffered some days, during this pandemic situation, in the first 3-4 months, Bangladesh has been suffered a lot. But after then, as because we attained our quality manufacturing of garments product, we began to get more and more orders from the foreign buyers. So this is because of the skill and efficiency this has been attained by the Bangladesh workforce, industrialism, and export management. There's the whole development. So there is a question of the development of the total overall banking system, or the branding system, product quality, product design, product manufacturing, cost minimizing, use of the modern and latest technologies, and highly skilled and semi-skilled operators now in Bangladesh available. But we need to train up them more. Because we have to sustain in the tough competitive market in the world. If we want to get our more market share, then positively we need to make our workforce much more skilled. This skill and efficiency would be the good matching, and to minimize the cost, wastage management, quality assuring, at the same time, at a standard price, we can sell out our goods and services in the world market. So that is the why international trade is much more important. As a result, we can install so many more mills and factories within our country. Nowadays, a great interest has been created by the foreign investors, say for the Japanese company, German company, even the company like Siemens company is very much interested here to establish their automation-based technological mills and factories. Japan also introducing here so many. Japan, the Matabari project, special economic zone, which is very much comprised with a mid-sea port, deep sea port. Very standard, and very gorgeous. And here the Japanese investors are coming, huge. At the same time, Chinese investors are coming because they are very much interested about Bangladesh, because already our physical infrastructure has been developing, and now in the 9,000 Japanese mills and factories are installed. The car, automobile factories, Japan starting there, already started. At the same time, our addition, the electronic goods, refrigerator, television, and all other electronic goods, we are manufacturing a lot here in Bangladesh with Walmart. The same way, Now the northern part of Bangladesh is getting getting very nicely proceeding for the development of the special economic zones. Say for in Dinajpur, there will be immediate soon there will be a special economic zone at the 10 mile location, very fine. And our our airports will be converted into international airport as say for Saifpur and Shibganj Airport. Shibganj Airport, this has been closed, but again this will be started. At the same time, Ishodi Airport, because this will build up a very strong connectivity with the foreign countries like the China, India, Nepal, and the surrounding states of China, say for the Guangzhou, Beijing, Canton, Tibet, India, Seven Sisters of India, Hong Kong, all better connectivity can be developed through these airports, and we can export our more products in the international market. Anyway, development of a standard of living. When international trade has been developed, with the development of international trade worldwide, our mental world will be changed, our livelihood, our living standard will be changed, our first class community use will be developed. Yes, more and more will be able to use international standard. I say just I wear the shirt, I wear the pant. This is all sure is international standard, because we are exporting this shirt to the American market, we are exporting this shirt to the Australian market, German market, Japanese market, not where, or the Middle East countries. Once Middle East countries hated, you all know Bangladeshi medicine is not that much good, and they were not interested or inclined to get purchase, import medicines from Bangladesh. Now when America, the USA market is purchasing Bangladeshi medicine, then now the Middle East, different countries of Middle East and their Ministry of Health approved Bangladeshi medicine as the international standard medicine. So very fine and nice. Now even the Germany is interested to get purchase Bangladeshi medicine. So worldwide, more than 80 countries, our melamine, our different items are very much developing and increasing, capturing the world market. Even then, sometimes it's actually slower. So our total volume of export is not more than $45-46 billion, which should be converted. We need to convert it into more than $100 billion by 2025 for better sustaining. If not so, then that will be problematic. Then we will not be able to mitigate the challenges of import, because we are exporting at the side by side. Also our export volume. Export volume has been increasing. Pasta, 5. So the main development I like to mention, that is when export business has been developing, then side by side a research wing, R&D, research and development, also develop. Export-oriented industries have to do or to carry on research work for manufacturing quality goods, high brand goods and products for the international market. This may create an ample opportunity to continue for the longer version sustaining in the international trade. That is the thing, and so it's a very important thing, and the students, you need to understand, and you need to match yourself for international standard, and side by side. Being a student of commerce, being a student of business, is your time, it's your chance to know, to understand what's product, what is the quality of product, what are the elements to justify a product's quality, and how to explore international trade. That's the thing. Anyway, it's not evening we cost, now we're marching towards night. So thank you very much and best of luck.